Going on? Finally, you can see me from my face. I haven't made this in a long time. AFG 1997, Alafernando Gamino coming back with you on this video. Finally, our first NBA playoffs video. I mean, except for streaming, you can see me every single Monday. We are gonna have it on Monday because of NASCAR, IndyCar coming up a week from today. NFL, nothing because of it. Still waiting for the schedule release coming up. The schedule release. Then we got to be playoffs, NHL playoffs, Stanley Cup. Well, the Stanley Cup playoffs, of course. Baseball standings, and will be KBO, MPB, and college sports, of course. And yeah, we'll get to that more on Monday on my AFG Sports Weekend reviews, anime Sports Weekend reviews. So there's that. Now, Boston Celtics blew a 3-1 lead. As to quote Billy Madison from Adam Sandler's 1995 movie used to say, "You blew it! You blew it! You blew it, Boston Celtics. You blew a 3-1 deficit for the 13th time." And before we get to the story, don't even ask about the 2020 bullshit. The 14th time does not count. You want to go back to 2020 because 2020 is the year the NBA went super woke and NBA lost their minds. Well, everybody lost their minds, including here in this country. Yeah. Kobe Bryant passed away. The NBA started to fall. The second time of it, I should say, the coronavirus suspend the NBA season. And then the third time, BLM Marxists. That was when George Floyd died, Breonna Taylor died, and Jacob Blake, who's still alive. He's in a wheelchair. He's in a wheelchair. He's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Yeah. So, the NBA went super woke ever since, and because of that, thank you, Rudy Gobert, for suspending our season, and then you lost us as fans. And you go back to 2020. And you gotta be right about this. Yeah, it was Denver and the Clippers. And Clippers blew a 3-1. Oh, wait, that does not count. No, that does not count. The NBA went woke. Remember that. All of this does not count. They lost their minds. No one tuned in. Nobody showed up. And the ratings went down. Just that simple. Y'all need to stop it with this. Stop it already. So, anyways, going back to 2015, I remember the 2015 NBA playoffs. It was the Rockets against somebody. I remember. Right there. It was against the. That's right. It was against the Clippers. The Clippers blew a 3-1 lead. Yeah, that is so right. Yeah, I remember James Harden's team. They came back down 3-1, and the Rockets won the series. And then they lost to the Warriors. We already know how that went out. And let's not even rhyme it. The Clippers beat us in the first round. And don't forget, next year, the Thunder blew a 3-1 lead by the Warriors. And then all of a sudden, the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead against the Cavs. I don't need to get to the 2016. Now, remind me going back to 2023 NBA playoffs. Before we get to this, the post game. But I do know because I was watching hockey that time. Well, I believe it was the Sixers and the, or is it the Warriors and the Kings. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Hold on. I think the Warriors. Hold on. No. It was the Sixers That's right. It was the Sixers and the Celtics. That is so right. If I'm not mistaken. Or something like that, no. But you see my point is the team that blew a 3-1 lead, yeah. 2015 and then 2016. 2020 does not count. I'm sorry. Now, the game that we all expected tonight. Joel Embiid, he wasn't expecting how wealthy his injury. He has a little stretch of his leg or his hand. He's having a little problems with his injury again. But Tyrese Maxey out of Texas plays ass off tonight. Play his bleeping ass off. Actually, it was Kentucky. He played for Kentucky, not Texas. I was wrong. Sorry. And by the way, Carolina Hurricanes I'm watching right now while we're recording this. Carolina is just now final 2 minutes to go against the Flyers. Hey, the Sixers won, but the Flyers, no. My Carolina Hurricanes try seal the deal and almost got in. And I'm just watching while recording this and but tonight Maxey played really good. He had 30 points and almost went out of it. It is no icing. 30 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. He played really solid tonight in the TD Garden. Oh man. A one-timer shoots, airs the Flyers. Oh, nowhere near. Save by the goalie. 65 seconds left, and the crowd is standing up over there. Raleigh. Oh, what a big blocker, and no. Could have been a goal, but it's just what it meant to be. 46 seconds left, and the Flyers fans are trying to hang themselves up. Hey, your Sixers won, but not tonight with the Flyers in Philadelphia. 33 seconds to go. And now the goalie. And now there it goes. And they're trying to hit. Oh! Huge hit. Oh, huge hit. That could have been a penalty. But it doesn't matter. 20 seconds to go. 15 seconds remaining. Flyer fans are standing up. And then now 10 seconds left. Next is game 2 on Monday night, by the way. 8 seconds left. 5. And now game 1 belongs to the Carolina Hurricanes. 1 game to none. And now they're 5-0 in this postseason, in the playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs. After that sweep to the Ottawa Senators. Now they're 4 playoff shutout with the Hurricanes, tied with most. Cam Ward, Frederick Anderson ties with Cam Ward's playoff shutout with the Hurricanes. Carolina is the winner. Oh, how sweet it is. With that win. So. Oh, yeah, the Southern Nationals is also tomorrow for NHRA. Yeah. You get my point. So. There's that. There's Sports Center right now. Let's get back to basketball. Well, tonight, we got to get to the recaps for the NBA playoffs. We'll look at the brackets coming up in just a momentarily. Joel Embiid leads the 76ers. You see the final score right there, 109-100. Game 7 win over the Celtics to complete a complete comeback from 3-1 deficit. And that's what Jaylen Brown attacks the basket from the Celtics dunk. Pritchard played really good tonight. Same with the former San Antonio Spur, Derek White. He played good. But that's not enough. Now, going back to the start of the game 1. Celtics won the first. Second game goes to the Sixers. And then the next 2, it goes to the Boston Celtics for game number 3. And then the next 3, the Sixers took care of some things. And I called it this morning that the Sixers are going to end the longest drought for the first time since 1982. Now, that episode takes you back 1982, well, in 2023 of 1982's story, 81-82 season, it was the winning tie and the rise of the Lakers dynasty. Does everybody remember that in episode 5? Yeah. Sixers beat the Celtics, and everybody was chanting BLA. And what comes to the Lakers? F Boston. We already knew why. Alright. And this is from Boston by the AP, the Associated Press. Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals, being the Jayson Tatum-less Boston Celtics 109-100 on tonight to complete an NBA's 13 comeback from a 3-1 deficit. Again, the 14 of 2020 does not even count. The 14 will wait tomorrow. If the Pistons come back, the Magic will blow a 3-1 deficit tomorrow at 2:30 in my time. Tomorrow. This one is bullshit. It's not even close. No, stop it. 14 comeback of tonight? No, that's tomorrow. If the Pistons win. 2020 of the Clippers blowing a 3-1 lead to the Lakers, to the Nuggets. Stop it. It's not even close. The NBA went woke. Have you guys not noticed? The NBA went super woke because of Marxist political. They lost half of their fans because of this crap. And we were not tuning in. Neither do I. I chose to boycott the NBA. I chose to boycott. And I'm glad that my Spurs got out of this stupid bubble crap. And being eliminated. And yeah, Greg Popovich went woke. Steve Kerr went woke. Doc Rivers went woke. Steph Curry went woke. LaChina went woke. Steph Curry. Oh, yeah, of course I said Steph Curry. Adam Silver went woke. James Harden. Well, of course you could say he's woke. Draymond Green. He went woke. And also Daryl Morey went woke because of supporting Hong Kong, and the NBA went after him, and Steve Kerr fell in line. Yep, we already know why. They've lost half of their audience. NBA went super duper woke. You mean NBA's 13 comeback from 3-1 deficit. There, fixed it for you. Wish ESPN would have done that, but no, they're going to leave it like that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Bleep you. Woke NBA and ESPN CNN. Because they're the worldwide leader woke. Over there in Orlando. Of the Walt Disney World that played there in the bubble. You know how wealthy the finals rating went back in 2020, 6 years ago? Oh yeah, awful. God awful. Goddamn awful worse. Stop it. I mean, come on. Stop it already. Embiid finished with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. Tyrese Maxey added 30 points and 11 rebounds and 7 assists. BJ Edgecombe, who is now the runner-up of the this season's NBA Rookie of the Year, that now goes to Cooper Flagg, by the way, congrats to him, had 23 points, and Paul George had 13. I remember Paul George played with the Pacers, and we know how his career went out back in 2013. In 2014-15, he was out for the rest of the season because of Team USA Expedition. I remember after I was done watching that, the USA basketball, the Expedition in Las Vegas, I believe. Yeah, Las Vegas. Paul George tore his ACL. And I told one of my buddies when I was a trainer, and one of my friends, and also Joseph, who was a Paul George fan of the Pacers, I told him he's out for the season. He's like, yeah, I did watch him. Yeah, we all do. Because of his torn ligament, Achilles. Philadelphia, the number 7 seed, will visit the number 3 New York Knicks on Monday night, Game 1 of the second round. That's why the Knicks fans were watching. They were pulling for the Sixers so hard because they did not want to go to Boston, and that is a good plan for them. The Sixers franchise, including its time of the Syracuse Nationals, I didn't know that, improved to 2-10 in road Game 7. Its only other win came in 1982 at the Boston Garden, also known as TD Garden. That time, My mom remembers that. My grandma, my grandpa, if I could tell, my aunties, my uncles, if I'm mistaken, they watched that. The Sixers and the Celtics playoff run. And then they lost to the Lakers by the Sixers, from the Sixers team. Yeah, that's why Magic and Pat Riley turned it around. And Kirk Rambis too. he started the rest of the way. Jaylen Brown led Boston with 33 points and 9 rebounds. Derek Wright had 26 points, including 5 3-pointers. Nimias Quita, if I will not pronounce his name, finished with 17 points and 12 rebounds. The Celtics struggled for the 3-point line the third straight game. Yeah, they are shooting cold tonight and finishing up 13 out of 49 3-pointers from the line, for the 3-point line. The X factor is not good. Not good at all. The second seeded Celtics made their easiest exit for the playoffs since 2020-21. And also the league went woke still. That's when the games went from 82 to 72. We all remember the league went super woke. But still, the viewership has been declined themselves ever since LaChina and Adam Silver. I'm glad Pop is out because because his health is not really good at all because of his minor stroke, health-wise. We're trying hanging on for him as best we can. So he's trying to hang on. So hope you're hanging in there, Pop. But Glenn Doc Rivers out. Steve Kerr could be next. We better hope so because the NBA's had enough with politics bullshit. It's gotta stop. It's got to stop. Because fans want to see basketball. You got Cooper Flag. Luka Doncic could be back. Austin Reeves could be back. And guess who's in the playoffs? Also the biggest one? The San Antonio Spurs of mine. You got Victor Wembanyama. The Wemby effect. That gains viewership because of this guy. People want to watch him play basketball, including the Spurs playoffs. Like me. As normal, regular sports fans. Not the other way around. The turnaround of the San Antonio Spurs. Alright? Boston fell to 32-1 when lead a series 3-1. Yeah, they're the first one that made the losses. The Celtics played without Tatum after he was ruled out about 90 minutes before tip-off. His left knee stiffness. Now, is this it for Jayson Tatum's Celtics? It's also it for Jaylen Brown's Celtics. Is this it for them? Because if it does, this is gonna fall apart for Joe Mazzulla. Derek White could be a line next. Same with Peyton Pritchard. I'm just pointing that out, Celtics fans. I'm sorry, and Yank the Tank. I'm sorry. I hope you're streaming right now or you're making a video on the rant, but I'm just pointing that out. Philadelphia led for all but 31 seconds in the game, increasing a 5-point halftime, edging to 18 points in the third quarter. They were up really good, and the thing is, Celtics were making a huge mountain comeback. And that gave Joel Embiid a technical foul we all just saw. Why he did that? Because he wasn't just ready. And by the way, that ball touched the net. Yeah, that could have been a net violation. That would have given the Celtics the ball. So, and now, sorry about that. Just a little stiffle. Celtics could at least handle the challenge. They could have. It was down by 13 at the start of the fourth, and Boston opened a period on a 16-4 run to pull within 92-91, almost trying to make a comeback. Almost. Philadelphia has got small cushions with the Celtics cutting into the 3-point additional times, and the Sixers were leading 101-98 when Maxey got free for the layup within 75 seconds remaining. I'm telling you, Celtics fans wouldn't back down because they looked like they were tired. Fans did not want to give up. Boston missed its next 4 shots, and Philadelphia pushed it to 105-98 on a pair of free throws by Maxey. Head coach Joe Mazzulla and said Jayson Tatum came to the team facility earlier today with a knee discomfort, and the medical team decided for him not to play. Yeah, they told him not to play. If you're athletic director, and it says to me, "Hey, Jayson, you're not playing. You need to sit out. You need to sit out for the rest of the game if you want to make it to the next round or so. Wait till you're healed. Until you guys make it to the next round, we can handle it." But that's not the case. You're in off season, by the way. Tatum briefly left Game 6 in the third quarter for unspecified treatment to his left calf. Mazzulla downplayed the significance, saying intentionally Tatum would play in Game 7, but that didn't happen tonight. With Tatum out, Mazzulla made radical changes to start lineup, opting to start Baylor Shireman, former Iowa Hawkeyes Luka Garza. By the way, Luka Garza looked like Kelsey Plum to me. Kelsey Plum's long lost brother sister siblings ? I'm just pointing it out. And Raw Harper Jr. Alongside with Jaylen Brown and Derek White, former San Antonio Spur, and marked the first time that the group started together this season. Yeah. And ultimately made it for the slow start of the game for the Celtics, who quickly fell into a 9-0 hole. That started it for the Boston Celtics. And then it marked for the first time that the group started together this season. This was when I read that. My bad. Mazzulla made his first substitution at the 7:58 mark at the opening period, inserted Payton Pritchard for Harper. Quintus subbed for Luka Garza, aka Kelsey Plum's long lost twin ? A little over 2 minutes later, Sam Hauser replaced Shireman at 4:39 to play. Philadelphia led by as many as 15 in the period and carried a 32-19 advantage into the second quarter. Unlike their losses in Game 5s and 6, the Celtics were as quick to fire up at 3-pointers, to fire up threes, instead of opting to attack the interior of the Philadelphia's defense more to get easier looks. But here's my thing. Philadelphia, they weren't going to just shut themselves up. They wanted to play more basketball. Rampage. And fuel with fire or flames. Alright? That's how it works. It began to gain traction in the second quarter. The Shireman and Hugo Gonzalez injecting some energy on the floor with their hustle and scrappiness defensively. Boston started the period on an 18-4 run to take its first lead of the night, 37-36, on a 3-pointer by Pritchard. But the Sixers withstood to punch and took a 55-50 edge into halftime. Yeah. Let's get to the box score. How did the Celtics play out? You don't have Jayson Tatum. And plus, that is their coach's decision because all 4 of them did not play. Delano Banton, Amari Williams, Nikola Vukovic, and Max Shuga. Ryan Kill from Sports Wars are going to talk about this tomorrow morning. Same with Will from Game On. I know Beardo doesn't follow that much, but you got the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs for you, sir. So, here I am talking about the story. Look how the Celtics played out on the most minutes. 45 minutes perfectly, almost nearly 48. 26 points. You're shooting better, almost nearly 10s for the field on the field goal. He got 6 rebounds. Jaylen Brown played 40 minutes, 33 points tonight. But his shooting three-pointers are not very good, except for the free throw line, the foul line, not too bad. And Luka Garza, no points. He only played 9 minutes. He went shooting cold. Baylor Shearman, Baylor Shearman, and Ron Harper Jr., nothing. Same with Jordan Walsh and Hugo Gonzalez, nothing. Zilch. Nada. Yeah, that's the death knell for the Celtics. Peter Pritchard had 13 points, almost 40 minutes of that game. Almost 40 minutes of that game. But all 5 of them shooting from the field on 3-point range. No. Garza, Harper Jr., Shearman, Walsh, and Gonzalez, nothing at all. Except the Sixers, give them credit tonight. Tyrese Maxey had 30 points and 45 minutes of the game. And you're shooting really good with 11 rebounds. And Paul George played 42 minutes with 13 points. 39 minutes at 34 points on Joel Embiid. VJ Edgecombe, 44 minutes and 23 points. For him, the rookie guy, the runner, who's now a runner-up, Colin Knippel. And the winner is Cooper Flagg Jr., who won the Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. And that's gives the numbers. You got better rebounds on Embiid than Maxey, and then assists on Tyrese Maxey than Embiid. Their numbers look pretty back and forth into the battlefield for Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe, and then you got Quentin Grimes, who played 26 minutes and only shoot 3 points, who scored 3. Andre Drummond, how long he has been in the NBA. Andre Drummond, I remember him playing in UConn. I think his time could be over with, but he's got a few years left. Yeah, I do remember Andre Drummond played for UConn Huskies team. 2014, if I'm not mistaken, question mark. But the rest of his career, he's got 967 games played. So, and now, the 4 Huskies won. That is Andre Drummond. And now you gotta go to play-by-play. Oh, I'm sorry, the team stats. The Sixers got good number percentage on tonight. Same with free throws, 3-pointers. They split with rebounds tonight, and then you got assists. Besides steals and blocks, that does not matter. They still won the game for the Sixers. Fast break points didn't matter. Points in the paint, yes, they do. They have the largest lead ever since, and then the percentage lead, they have a chance to win it. Yeah, that technical foul was on Joel Embiid. We already knew it was in the third quarter, but the fourth quarter I'm watching right now on SportsCenter. And there goes the man, Maxey again. And Tyrese Maxey, that put pretty much the death knell. And that ends the Celtics playoff run. So, there you have it, guys. There you have it. Now the playoff brackets. And we might get to the social media reaction. I go to Twitter X. I go on to Twitter X. Alright? Now, we're already set the Western Conference. We already know what we're having on Monday. The game is on NBC and Peacock. Wednesday won't be wait till ESPN. It's going to be the Timberwolves and the Spurs. We're getting a Monday night game. The Knicks and the Sixers on NBC and Peacock. Check your local listings and the games and time of your local area station, NBC stations, by the way. But yeah, we're going to get that game. The Knicks are going to face the Sixers. This game we're having against the Wolves should be no problem. But now, I want to get too much of the Spurs and Wolves series, the San Antonio Spurs and the Minnesota Timberwolves history. Let me get to that. San Antonio Spurs, Minnesota Timberwolves, playoff history. Yes, the Spurs won both series 3-1 in the first round. The best of 5, 2-1. Yeah. 1999, 2001. This is their third playoff meeting. And yes, and that's when the Spurs won their first championship. Yep. They beat the 8th seed Timberwolves 3-1. And then they were the 4th seed, the Spurs, against the 5th seed Timberwolves, and they won the series. 3-1. Yeah. Yeah, 3-1. If you guys don't remember. And for those of you who do, yeah. And now the Spurs are now 6-2 against the Wolves, the playoff series, and both series ending in 4 games. And now they're going to meet again for the third time ever since 2001. I was about 4 years old, right? I was 4 years old. Now, it's just the key matchup is, let's get to the Spurs Timberwolves key matchup. Key matchups. If I'm not going to make key series matchup. Hopefully the AI can give us some time and we'll continue with that one. Now the French front court duel. Victor Wembanyama versus the guy who got coronavirus. The Wuhan virus. Rudy Gobert is defying matchups, pitting Wembanyama's offensive versatility against Gobert's veteran defensive prowess. Yeah, let me explain. Victor Wembanyama dethrones Rudy Gobert's Defensive Player of the Year. Thank you, bleeping Jesus. I almost said the F-bomb on video camera. Thank you, bleeping sweet Jesus Christ. Sweet baby Jesus Christ. Finally, we could turn the bullshit out of it its own ways. And then Minnesota's offense and elite defense. When Anthony Edwards is injured, Minnesota relies heavily on Jaden McDaniels and the others to score, facing the Spurs team that hit and under consistently. But their defense has got to get some work done. Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, better not get so much fouls, Devin Vassell, and some other guys. And also Dylan Harper, the rookie. Got some players like Harrison Barnes out of North Carolina. We need some work coming up. And in the backcourt battle, Castle and McDaniels are crucial perimeter defenders to watch. And then the X Factors, Julius Randle, his ability to defend Wembanyama has success in the regular season and the contribution of Minnesota's Nas Reed. Yep. And look at this. The Spurs are heavily favorites, largely to Minnesota's Anthony Edwards facing injury uncertainty. The series hinges on Victor Wembanyama's dominance against Rudy Gobert and Minnesota's ability to generate offense without a healthy Edwards. And there he is. Game 1 is Monday. Game 2, Wednesday on ESPN. Game 3, Friday on Prime. Don't know why. And a week from tomorrow, Game 4 at 7:30 my time. Actually, 6:30 my time. Sunday Night Basketball at Minnesota. And look at this series outlook. The Spurs, coming out of a 5-game series win against Portland, are favored to win 4 or 5 series, maybe 5, but let's play one game at a time. Minnesota, despite losing key players, proved resilience by beating Denver in round 1. It looks to disrupt the odds. We can't tell what the favorites is, but look at the favorites right now. San Antonio is minus 13.5. Is this our chance to move on to the Western Conference Finals since 2017? And that's the winner. Oklahoma City is now minus 15.5 against the Lakers. Now, despite tomorrow, Game 7 is going to come down to it. I will not be surprised if the Pistons come back down 3-1. The Magic will blow this series lead because Detroit is now minus 8.5 favorites. 2:30 in my time on ABC tomorrow. Pistons are going to win the series. No question about it. And Sunday Night Basketball. They're minus 8.5 favorites for Cleveland. I'm expecting the Cavs win the series, but the Raptors look really, really, really good with this because you got R.J. Barrett. And now they're trying to make this an adjustment. After not going down without a fight. Because Knicks took down the Hawks last night easily. And then the Lakers took a blowout against the Rockets without Kevin Durant again. And and then last night we told you that, and that 112-111 game winner. So wow. Now we are gonna get to the social media on X. On X, go follow me on the Twitter, X, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Because I usually do on Blue Sky every single week of Tenati stuff. But yeah, my Canes took care of game 1. I get it. I get it. But yeah, my Canes took care of business. So I'm trying to find some sporting events I can just. I'm picking the Pistons to win this game. But let me check on. Yeah, it's almost set. Right now, I'm kind of curious at what's gonna happen. And yeah, as I posted it, yeah, you blew it. Look at this. Going back 8 years ago, Joel Embiid and the Sixers finally. Yeah, Joel Embiid put this out. This is not a rivalry. They always kicked our ass. 8 years later, they finally came back. There you go. I'm trying to put this out so he doesn't hit the nail on me. Oh yeah, Celtics eliminated again. LaChina's personally booking. Oh my god. Let's hope the Thunder shut them up. I really, really do. Oh, this is my favorite. This is from The Office. How much postage does it take to send a letter to Boston? Who's it going to? Boston. It says, "Dear Boston, bleep." F you. This is good. That's good. I'm gonna give you the thumbs up on the nail, buddy. 8 years for finally over the hump. And the Celtics fan already calling it a gap year, elite coping. That's good. Price pick. I guess you could say it was a process. Price picks. Shout out to Price Picks over there. Life finds a way. Life finds a way. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Oh, I like this one. Philadelphia bleed eliminates the Celtics. Yeah. The more you F around, the more you find out. There you go. Are you happy? 8 years for real. 8 year of battles. Philly finally breaks the wall. Embiid leading the charge. Sixers ending the Celtics. Hold on them in style. History in the making since 1982. Wow, after 8 whole years. That's a lot, man. Yeah. From rivalry to flipping a 3-1 hold, that arc is wild. And this person says, years of noise paid off. Well, same person, different energy now in Philly. From rivalry to ending the series, time changes everything. Bet your ass you got your shit together. Got your shit together. Because they finally did. There could be Horford. Al Horford's with the Warriors, but now he's already a free agent. So, finally, every year it's them. Yeah, you guys barely got it. You guys barely got it. And Dave Pointer is just panicking. I'm not gonna play this sound, but that's fine. And this is me. Yeah, you mean 13? Yeah, 2020 does not count. Yeah, stop it. Yeah. And they're getting destroyed by this. Edgecombe, Jayson Tatum. Yep, I like this one. And Reggie Miller, the choke. Yeah. Boston kid Ed. Warriors bowling a 3-1 lead. Besides having a bad strategy game 7, I think Celtics got a look at front office. Losing Holiday, Horford, and Porzingis is why they lost the series, and replacement players that brought in just weren't at the same level. Now time start playing for next season. And now, yeah, the Bruins lost last night to the Buffalo Sabres. F Boston. Boston sports is cursed. Yeah. I mean, the Celtics are going to be back next year. And this is my reaction for the first time since 1982. Yeah, the Celtics and I think they're on trending right now for the 3-1 lead before we wrap this up right now on social media. And look at this. Prior to tonight, the Celtics were 32. Yeah, and now they lost their first. They lost their first. Oh, man. Oh, man. And now, Joe Masula is getting destroyed. Here we go.
We talk about the missed shot.
Let me turn this up, and we can just, yeah. Here we go.
We talk about the missed shots, but obviously a lot of other things kind of transpired in this. So what changed between the playoffs and the regular season?
Nothing really. I mean, what changed in the series was Joel Embiid came back, and it was a completely different team, and that's what changed in the series. And as far as the regular season and playoffs, nothing changed.
Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Joe Masula, you blew a 3-1 lead. And I respect you as a coach. Come on, dude. Stop it already. Stop it. Oh, yeah. Ooh-wee. Let me pause this. Oh, man. 2 historic streaks died tonight. Oh, man. This is not a comeback. It's history getting flipped on its head. Yeah. Yeah. LaChina. It's going to happen. Wait till LaChina goes next. F Boston. Yep. There you go. This is for winning time. F Boston. There you go. Knicks with the Knicks. There you go. Facts. He's creating history is last. Is that last, I should say. So. Oh, man. Getting ratio to hell tonight. They're getting ratio to hell. And I think there's music. I don't want to play it, so I don't get copyrighted and they'll hit the nail on me. This team ruined the Celtics' legacy. They did not. Come on. Boston is so shit. Screw them and their fans. Don't forget the Bruins. They blew a 3-1 lead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. The Boston Celtics tonight. There you go. Oh. Oh. Yep. The Pack watch. Yep. Rest in peace. You will be missed, Bozo. And let's go Philly. Dear Celtics fans, as Lakers fan, congratulations. You're going to enjoy Cancun. Wow. Wow. Well, for the first time since 19... Oh, yep, there's Glenn Woke Doc Rivers, the race hustler. There he is. Do you see it right there? This is the race car hustler, who's also the woke activist coach. But now he's no longer in the NBA. Thank God. Thank God. More Joe Mazzulla. Yep, but this is Glenn Doc Rivers, who's the wokest. Steve Kerr, you're next. You're next. Oh, I love this one. Michael Jordan. And, oh, that's good. Stephen F. D. Smith. That's good. Oh, this is exactly why the doves cry. Yep, that's the late Prince. Rest in peace to Prince, by the way. And, yep, that's pretty much... that's my favorite one with SpongeBob. I love this one. The memes are growing. The memes are growing. Well, that's pretty much all, guys. I think that's it, guys. The Spurs will be playing the Timberwolves Monday night. The winner facing the Thunder and the Lakers. And you have the Knicks and the Sixers. It's already been set, except tomorrow. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Well, go Spurs, go. Thank you, Sixers, for the first time in a long time. You finally got your monkeys off the back against the Celtics. Against the Celtics. Since 1982. My mom, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunties and uncles, they all remember watching that game on CBS. Actually, guys, one more thing before we go. Let's get to Wikipedia. I almost forgot to tell you. Yeah, before we get out of here, NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs. This is the World Championship playoffs, I like to call it. But yeah, this is like the wild card. Like the wild card. So yeah. Yeah. San Antonio won that, and they lost. They got swept by the Lakers, by the way. I was about to tell you. I think my mom remembers that. Yeah, they got swept by the Lakers because of Pat Riley's turnaround. I get it. Yeah, and that was when. Yeah, you're right. I was right. Philadelphia beat Boston in 7. Now tonight, it just did. And then they lost to the Lakers in 6. And who won the Finals MVP? Magic Johnson for the second time. That's right. That is so true. That is so true. I always keep reminding to remember of the conference finals, like the Sixers and the Celtics for the history, and now they meet again since a long time. Like, hell, even this is a great wake up call of basketball. So they finally did for the first time since 1982. Sixers beat the Celtics in 7 games. Yank the tank. Sorry. It is what it is. I'll be looking forward to your rants. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys are still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube is unsubbing people by the AI bots. Thanks, YouTube, for doing this bullshit again. Because I might lose some subs. If I keep repeating the same shit, then I'm going to lose some subs. I don't give a rat's ass. So like this video, comments down below, share this video out there. Yeah. That's all I got to say. Peace. I'm out, guys. And we'll be back Monday's stream. AFG's anime and sports weekend reviews. We'll get to that more on Monday. On Star Wars Day, by the way. On Star Wars Day. Guys, have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later. Till next time.